I'm going to do a little review of the Mr. Heater 50 to 85,000 BTU heater. Just some random reviews of this thing out there. This is specifically the MH85QFAV. Now I say that because there are some others out there that don't have this quiet burner technology they talk about. It's supposed to be 50% quieter. Spoiler, it's not. Well, I guess it kind of is, but it's still pretty damn loud. Anyway, so I bought this to warm up my shop. My shop is about 2,200 square feet, give or take. This thing says it'll heat 2,500 square feet. So let's see how it goes. I have two of these little top of propane heaters, and this is also made by Mr. Heater. This thing, I believe they're supposed to do 30,000 BTUs on high, and you're supposed to put them on top of a 20-pound propane tank. So these work pretty well. No, they do all right, but they don't really put a lot of heat like out into the room. They put most of the heat kind of around the heater and directly up. But this shop, those doors are like 25 feet tall. It's a pretty tall shop. It's not insulated. The previous owners, when they had this thing built, they didn't know what they're doing. So it's not insulated, and there's just holes everywhere. But one of the downsides is this thing's supposed to work on a 20, 40, or 100 pound propane tank, and I've been using this 15 gallon. So, I need to go pick up a bigger tank. I thought this thing would work on a 15 gallon tank. Apparently it doesn't. The old Mr. Heater is supposed to be on a 20 gallon as well, but it always worked great on these 15s. So, but for this, at least this review and watching this is going to be on this 15 for now. I need to go out and get a bigger one. When you unbox it, this little handle comes separately. You just got to screw it on, and then it's got this 10-foot hose that you have to attach to the back of the unit, and the regulator is already attached to the hose. You just got to attach that to your tank. Very simple. And then there's a little adjustment here on the front, so you can kind of angle this thing up if you want, or down. So just angle that up for now. Yeah, it's very simple. You got your high and low and your ignition. One thing about this unit is there's no on and off switch. It's got this, what I would expect, this tiny little cord, which is kind of annoying. I kind of guess why they did it, but it is kind of annoying. I wish there was more of like a switch to turn on, because when this thing has power, it's on. The fan's running, the igniter's running, constant. It's pretty loud, as I'm going to demonstrate here. So I'm going to plug this thing in and we'll see what it sounds like. So it just always makes that sound. The sound of the igniter and the fan. So this thing, just for giggles, it's taking 1.82 amps and right at 100 watts. The manual says it can take 230 watts, so maybe it takes more when there's heat. I don't know, we'll find out. So yeah, very simple to operate. You turn on your propane tank, you select your temperature you want, press and hold for 10 seconds, and just put out heat. So that's on low. That's on high. This thing is hot, to say the least. But let's see, it's still 100 watts, 1.8 amps. So even though it says 230 in the manual, it doesn't really do that. You can tell I'm actually having to talk pretty loud to get over the sound of this thing. So to give you an idea of how loud this thing is, here, I'm going to turn this thing on. And you're supposed to leave it running for a while. You can kind of see it's bright red in there. Let it cool down and then you can unplug it. Man, that thing is loud. To give you kind of a comparison, if you do happen to have one of these style I'll put them on side by side, and then you can tell me what you think. So that's about how loud that one is. Obviously, this is only 30,000 BTUs, and this is either 50 or 85. But just to give you an idea, so if you're used to what these sound like, then you have a really good idea what this guy here is going to sound like. So yeah, so I'm going to put those sound bites side by side so you get an idea. A little close up. So that's it. I'm going to keep using this thing for a while, see how it goes. Just for giggles, I cut out my other, apparently I have a lot of Mr. Heater stuff, my portable Mr. Heater for kind of a size comparison. And then, I don't know, I can't remember what kind of BTU this thing puts out, but yeah, this thing is quite small, but that's it, put out a lot of heat. So I'm going to leave that one here. I'm going to test it out for a while. I'll put a link in the description where I got this thing and some more information on it or whatever. I think I got it for like $138 or something like that. Free shipping to Home Depot because they didn't carry it in my area. But yeah, I'll see how well it does here in the shop. I'll probably comment down in the description or whatever, saying how well it works. Right now it's not that cold today. It actually warmed up quite a bit. It's now 50 something degrees in here. I had this thing running on and off, so it warmed up a little bit. So I'm gonna get a little kind of differential, see how long it takes to warm up. This thing is, this top temperature is where this unit is, and that bottom one is 10 feet that way on the other side of my Corvette, to see how warm it gets near this as to how warm it gets over there and how quickly or how long it takes to get there. I used to use this one, like I said, and this thing does great. It puts out a lot of heat, but it only puts it out like right in front of the heater, and then just all the heat goes straight up. And in this large cabin of space, doesn't help much. So I'm hoping that this torpedo tube with the fan will help blow the air around and actually warm up most of the shop. And if I'm working on a car or something like that, I can point it in my general direction and it'll blow some air over there. So yeah, we'll see how this thing does. I do need to get a bigger tank for it, but until then, I will see you on the next one. See you.